What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 10 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest Project Matrix ROM, and this is the version 10.11 of the Project Matrix ROM based on Android 14 of course, and this is the official build, the latest build. With this ROM I have found a lot of similarities in the customizations and some looks of it. It seems like, to me at least, it's a MSM extended kind of ROM but based on Android 14. Of course I have flashed the GApps included build here. It includes GApps, no issues. And if you don't know how to flash this ROM on your Redmi Note 10 Pro, you can check out the flashing guide from the description. Talking about the about section, this is how it looks like. It has this Matrix device written on the top. We have the Project Matrix written right here. We have the official build, and this build is by Jazzy Blaze. So huge thanks to the developers of this ROM. Also, just tapping on the Android version section, you will get the Matrix kind of logo, and it looks really nice. As you can see, this animation. And we have the Android version as 14. We have the Matrix version as 10.11 again, and this is the GApps included build. And the security patch is written right there. We have the kernel and the build date right here, 24th December. Now the settings panel has a really cool look. You can get this look by going into the customization settings. I'll show you that later on. But first, let me show you the system settings. And in here, this is how the animations looks like. And everywhere you go, you will find an animation. Just like if you go into the Bluetooth settings and stuff, you will find animation like this. Looks really beautiful in my opinion. But where was I? In the system settings. So let me just show you this. On the bottom, we get the thermal profiles. So you can set per app's thermal profiles in this ROM to benchmark browser, camera, dialer, gaming, streaming, etc. kind of options are there. And talking about the stock updater, yes, that too is present. We have this Matrix 10.11 version written right here. And this ROM, by the way, is also available for the Poco F5 as well. So the features will be really similar to it, but of course the performance will differ. But here also, let me tell you that I have noticed some here and there force closes like the system UI and stuff. Sometimes force closes I have seen, but that's not a huge issue because it randomly appears and disappears. Now in the gesture settings, this is how it looks like. We also have that animation right here. We have the quick loop in camera and we have the navigation mode as well. Then in the gesture settings, if you go into it, we have the pill length and the radius customization, both are there. We have the navigation hint, the back gesture height, and the back gesture animation haptic, and the IME button space, and we have the swipe to invoke assistant. Let me just set the default assistant to Google. It says restarting launcher, and as you can see right now, the swipe to invoke assistant worked perfectly fine. We have the left edge and right edge customization. Then we have the 2-button and 3-button navigations as well, and we have the one-handed mode. That too is working perfectly fine, as you can see. And we have the press and hold power button action. Then we have the prevent ringing option as well. But let's talk about the stock launcher. This is how it looks like, and the wallpaper definitely looks beautiful to me at least. This Matrix written wallpaper. And to the left of the home screen, we have the Google's Discover page working perfectly fine. Swiping up, we'll get to the app drawer. By the way, these are the stock apps of this ROM. The PixArt and stuff were not there. This is there because I was restoring my Google App Data backup. But you do get the MIUI Gallery app, this Files app, and swiping down, we'll get to the quick setting panel, which looks like this. I have been using auto brightness. That is actually working fine. If I cover the top part of the display, as you can see, the brightness reduces. And if I just move my hand, as you can see again, the brightness increases. So the auto brightness is working perfectly fine. No need to worry about it. Talking about the quick setting panel, you can edit and add multiple toggles over here. There are a plethora of options like the hotspot and stuff, night light, everything is there. I haven't added all of the toggles, but let me show you the toggles that I have added. I have the Wi-Fi and the mobile data and stuff. This is the internet toggle, which will actually show your mobile data, your Wi-Fi status, and even your hotspot. You can turn it on from this internet toggle. And we have the flashlight and stuff working perfectly fine. And it gives you a haptic feedback once you turn on or turn off any toggle. We have the airplane mode, the device controls, and we have the QR code scanner, the battery saver, screen recording is also there. There is the HEVC and all other features, the device audio and microphone audio stuff. Then we have the nearby share, mic access, camera access, etc. and the one-handed mode. But you can add much more toggles if you want to. And this is how the power menu actually looks like. You can tap on restart to get the advanced reboot. If you have it enabled, you will get the options to directly reboot to the recovery or fast boot. Now here I am using the pitch black theme. That's why everything is looking too black. But let me actually go into the dark theme. If I just disable the pure black, I think there is slight difference, but yeah, I don't think you can notice it on camera. There is a difference if you don't use the pitch black mode. As you can see right now, it's a little bit greener or bluish, I would say. By the way, talking about the stock launcher, let me actually show you. This is the Project Matrix kind of launcher. As you can see, it shows Matrix Home as the launcher's name. And there is also the freeform split screen lock app and the kill app options if you want to use those. There is the screenshot, the Google Lens, and the clear all. And on the bottom, you will get to see the RAM usage status. It's not showing up properly because of the wallpaper. But yeah, let me show you the freeform window. This is how it looks like. Yes, it has this rounded kind of edge if you are noticing, and you can just like scale it as you would want to. So this is great. The freeform window is actually working perfectly fine. Also, let me show you in this home screen customization. We have the icons right here, the icon packs you can change and the normal stuff. Let me go back in the home screen. We have the add app plugins to the home screen. Double tap to sleep, wallpaper scrolling and zooming, allow short parallax and the single page center, swipe to access Google app and other Google kind of features, and much more random messages and stuff are there. We have this music search, themed icons, etc. in case you need those. In the app drawer also we can enable the themed icons and the monochromed icons are there. Then we have the app search bar, icon labels in drawer, and the background opacity stuff. Then in the recents we have the normal background opacity, then the memory info and all other features that you can see from right here that I have enabled. In the miscellaneous settings we have the use taskbar, allow home screen rotation, hidden and protected apps is the app lock over here, and from the suggestion settings of course you can disable the suggestions if you want to. And as you can see, this is the force close I was talking about. This is happening for some reason, no idea why. We have this extend toast and the restart option for the launcher. By the way, the widgets are working fine, but the battery widget and stuff sometimes doesn't show you the Bluetooth battery stats. As you can see right now, it's not showing the Bluetooth battery even though I'm connected to a Bluetooth device. So again, it's kind of force closing, I guess. So yes, this sometimes does happen. I don't know why it happens. This is how it is, that sometimes it force closes the UI here and there, but I think it will be fixed in the future updates, hopefully. But now let's talk about the stock camera. Well, you are getting a MIUI or Leica camera present by default here, but this is not the version 5 Leica camera. So that's how it is. But in the video settings, the 1080p 60 fps and stuff is working fine. There is no line or stuff like that. Earlier there used to be a little bit of bugs if you switch to 1080p 60 fps with Leica camera version 5, but this is not version 5, so here there is no bugs with video of 1080p 60 fps. Also you can shoot up to 4K 30 fps over here, no issues with it. You can definitely do that if you want to with the rear camera. And with the front camera you can go up to 1080p 60 fps, and as you can see it is working perfectly fine. No problems with 1080p 60 fps with the front camera. And even with the portrait mode and stuff, the front camera is working perfectly fine, no need to worry. And even with the rear camera, in the photo mode, the ultra wide angle lens and the 1x and the 2x zooming option is also working. There is the documents mode, you can use it if you want to with the enhanced mode and stuff. And there is a pro mode as well in case you want to shoot pro mode videos. And if you swipe up, you will get much more different kind of options. And taking a picture, it's really smooth, no issues whatsoever. You just point and shoot and it will take the pictures. The pictures are perfectly optimized, that I have to say. And you will also get a MIUI gallery over here once you open the pictures, and we have the edit section and stuff of MIUI. So you can use this MIUI features if you want to, MIUI sky features or sky filters, etc. if you want to. So yeah, you can use all of this. And even there is the remove lines, remove people, all this kind of feature of MIUI gallery. So this is great that we have all this MIUI kind of features in this MIUI gallery are present right out of the box. Talking about basic things, yes, the DNM info shows as L1 here, so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p. And in terms of the play integrity check, it shows meets device integrity and meets basic integrity. So banking apps supposedly will be working perfectly fine here, no need to worry about it. And of course, if you insert a VoLTE SIM card, the calling and stuff with 4G VoLTE is working perfectly fine, no need to worry about it. And in terms of the IR Blaster, yes, that too is working perfectly fine. By the way, in Play Store, it actually shows device is certified, so that's nice. In terms of Google Photos, this does have the Pixel Can Backup Unlimited Photos and Videos feature, so that's really nice to have right out of the box. Now let's talk about the settings panel stuff. This is how it looks like again. Looks really beautiful, I have to say. And you can search some particular stuff, or even the search panel will appear like this. The animation of it is looking really nice. And we have the apps section right here where you will actually get the cloned apps, and with this particular feature you can have the Android 14's dual apps kind of feature, so you can have 2 accounts of WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter, whatever you want to. And in the notification panel, then we also have this flash notification option, and that is actually working perfectly fine if you're noticing. And here in the settings panel, it actually shows you a glance of your battery settings or battery percentage even, and even the storage, how much is left. So this is nice that we have all of this. Now let me show you in the battery settings, we get this kind of animation. Looks really beautiful, I have to say. And here if you just scroll down, you will get to see the battery percentage in bigger font. And we have the battery optimization per app you can do. Then we have the battery temperature, and the charging control is there, but there is no charging cycle sync option, guys. That simply doesn't appear. Maybe in future we'll get those battery stats or battery info kind of thing. Now let me actually show you, I have tested the battery life with the Accu battery app, and with that, let me show you the screen on time here actually shows as 6 hours and 20 minutes. Well, that might not be something to boast about. With a 3-year-old device, I haven't replaced the battery, and with that, it's giving me more than 6 hours of screen on time. That's really nice to see. We have the screen off about 54 hours it can give you, and that's the standby time. And the combine use here, it shows 48 hours. So that's really huge. And in the health section for me, in the battery health, it shows 80% as my battery health right now. And in case if you're wondering about the fast charging, yes, fast charging is also working fine, no need to worry about it. In the sound and vibration settings, this is how it looks like. Ring, call, etc. volume controls there is, and we have the media and the vibration and haptics, and we have the per app volume control, dial pad tone, screen locking sound, charging sound and stuff. And the Dolby Atmos is also present, so you can choose the profiles from here. Then we have the equalizer presets, and these are the presets you will get. Here we will have the dialogue enhancer as well, and we have the bass enhancer, volume leveler, etc. kind of features. You can use them if you want to. And there is the Viper FX if you want to use that. And you can do huge amount of customization with this Viper FX. If you're an audio nerd, you will definitely love this kind of features. Also, there is the clear speaker option, and there is the haptic feedback option, so you can change the intensity of the vibration it's giving you. So this is really nice that you can adjust even the haptic feedback on this drum, and it is actually working. It's not something like gimmick, it's actually working fine. And by the way, the volume panel looks like this. You can expand the volume panel normally, and this is really nice. Even when you are not playing music, you will get to see this device switching option, and it is actually working fine if you're noticing. So yeah, no problems with it. In the display settings, this is how it looks like. We have the brightness level, adaptive or auto brightness kind of feature. We also have the one-shot brightness here, and we have the extra dim right here, and we have the lock screen kind of customization. We have the privacy controls, then we have the display media cover art, use device controls, and the shortcuts of the lock screen you can actually change. The left and right shortcut you can choose from right here. So this is nice. And we have the dynamic clock, then the always on display scheduling option is there, and we have the wake screen for notification. Also the ambient display is there, so you can have the pickup gesture and the wake up gesture, and even the always on you can of course use. The screen timeout is there up to 30 minutes, and we have the dark theme right here, and of course you can enable the pure black if you want to. Then we have the night light, and the display size and text options are there, and live display options are there. There is the anti-flicker mode and the reading mode, the color calibration, picture adjustment options, etc. So you can calibrate the colors however you want to. Now also you can have it to outdoor bright sun mode, which will make the display really bright, as you can see. So you can use this particular feature, the bright sun mode. And we have the colors. I have been using it with the boosted option. Then we have the rotation settings, and in here we also have the 180 degree stuff if you want to. We have the smooth display, so 60 to 120 or auto. The display is running at mostly 120 Hz, no problems. It's very smooth experience. And we have the screensaver, the double tap to wake, and the double tap to sleep, and the wake up on plug. In the wallpapers and styles, this is how it looks like, and it takes a little bit time, but yeah, as you can see, the clock has appeared, and there are these many Android 14 clocks. They look really beautiful, I have to say. I have been using it with this one, and you can change the normal wallpaper as you can see from here. This is the on-device wallpaper options, and this is the matrix one, but you can also go with the other options like this one. Looks really beautiful, I have to say. We have the shortcuts and the mode lock screen customization. Now in the home screen customization, we have the themed icons, the app grid you can set up to 6x10, but I have been using with the 5x5. And the icons, you can actually change the icons type, I would say. And we have the font style, you can actually change those, and there is the nothing dot font and stuff in case you want to, and there are plethora of options in terms of fonts. I'll show you the detailed customization in the later part of the video. Now let's talk about security stuff. In the security settings, this is how it looks like if you go to the device unlock, and in the settings of it we have the quick unlock. That's really nice to see. Also there is the fingerprint and the face unlock both, and in the mode settings there is no app lock, but the app lock is of course there in the launcher settings itself, so the app lock is actually working. I'll show you that. But first, let me show you the double tap to sleep. Yes, that is working. If I just put the device on the desk like this, and if I just pick it up on my hand, as you can see, the pickup gesture is working perfectly fine. And in the always on display, the clock actually looks really nice. If I just tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it unlocks. Let me try a couple more times. As you can see, the unlocking speed is fine. Just added the always on display toggle, and I'll just toggle it on, and double tapping to sleep on the home screen makes the phone sleep. And by the way, the always on display looks like this. If I just double tap to wake, it wakes up, and double tap to sleep works perfectly fine. Now this animation looks nice, but it's a little bit slowish, I would say. It's a little bit slow when compared to devices like Poco F5, of course, because I use a daily driver as a Poco F5, so I have noticed this. But yeah, this animation actually is working fine of waking up and going into the lock screen. Now from this always on display, I'll just tap the fingerprint scanner, and as you can see, it unlocks. Notice the animation. The unlocking speed, it's perfectly fine, I would say. And for the face unlock, I have to just double tap to wake and point the device towards my face, and it unlocks. Once I double tap, it shows this face unlock kind of logo right here, and if I point the device towards my face, it unlocks. So face unlock is working fine. Let me show you one more time. So yep, face unlock is working. Now let me talk about app lock. This is how the window actually looks like with the hidden and protected apps. And if I just tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it unlocks and goes straight wherever I left it. So the app lock, face unlock and fingerprint, everything is working fine. Now let's talk about performance. Of course, in Chrome with the TestUI website, it shows 80 FPS, but that's pretty normal. With the Redmi Note 10 Pro, it only shows 80 FPS here. So yeah, but otherwise with other tasks, it will definitely run at 120 Hz, no issues. So the X was actually loading, I didn't log in, but yeah, here as you can see, everything is perfectly fast and smooth, no problems while with scrolling. 120 Hz, it's definitely working perfectly fine with apps like X, no issues so far. Let me go back. Even with Play Store, as you can see, it opens perfectly fine and it's really fast experience, no issues. And switching between apps here is not a problem. It's just really fast experience, no problems whatsoever while switching between apps. It's just a blazing fast experience, no issues whatsoever. And here are the end-to-end Geekbench score with a CPU stress test on this particular build to give you an idea about the overall UI performance of this particular Project Matrix version 10.11 ROM. So now it's time I'll show you the customizations, and in here in the settings panel, first of all we get the matrix settings. If I just go into it, this is how the customization settings actually looks like. We have the welcome to matrix text, then we have the about matrix option, so you can see the developer's name and you can donate to the developers if you want to. We have the buttons right here. At first we have the click trick partial screenshot, the power menu customization, and just there is the device control and stuff, advanced reboot, secure lock screen. So just notice everywhere you will find amazing amount of customization in this ROM. We have the end call, the long press power button toggle torch, and we have the automatically turn off torch. We have the wake device, answer call, control playback, keyboard cursor control, reorient and stuff like that. Let me go back. We have the lock screen. Then here it will also show you this kind of animation. As you can see, we have the clock font style here, but these are the Android 13 kind of clock styles. You can of course choose between huge amount of options, but for this you need to make sure that you go into the wallpapers and styles and just choose the default clock, then these will work. So yeah, plethora of options are present here. We have the media cover. I have selected it to blur, but sometimes I would say it just doesn't work, but that's how it is. We have the weather settings as well. Then we have the double tap to sleep, fingerprint authentication, vibration, and we have the ripple effect. Then you can disable the power menu accessing from the lock screen if you want to for security purpose. Let me go back. We have the miscellaneous settings right here. We have the game space, so you can add any game right here if you want to. So you can have the gaming overlay and the FPS info and stuff. And we have the unlock higher FPS in games, unlimited Google photo storage, Netflix spoof, and we also have the swipe quick screenshot and stuff. They are working. There is the share, edit, delete, and the Google Lens and the capture mode feature. Everything is present, no need to worry about it. We have the sensor block per package and the pocket detection, and we also have the ignore Windows secure flags. Then the hide developer status, so you can have particular apps to actually hide developer status. That's really nice. Here we have the navigation, the pixel animation, then the show arrow keys while typing, the layout, the invert layout option in case you are using 2 or 3 button navigations, and the back long press, home long press, etc. kind of options are there. In the notifications, we have the noise notification, force stop button, and we have the show clipboard overlay, heads up, and there is also the island notifications, so you can turn it on. They are working. We have the list boarding and the timeout option. We have the quick setting panel customization, so you can have a header image from right here. I have seen in some ROMs it lags, but as you can see right now, there is no lag, like cover arts, and this is how it will appear. Looks really beautiful. Let me go back. We have the tint option as well for that as well, and we have the side padding, top padding, etc. options for the header image itself. And we have the clock font size, and this is for the quick settings. We have the battery style for the quick settings. Then we have the hide quick setting on secure lock screen, dual tone theme, and we have the when to show, and you can set it to show always, and the position you can change it to bottom so that the brightness slider will appear always on the bottom. Let me show you the haptic feedback is there. We have the auto brightness icon, quick setting tile styles, you can actually change that, and also the panel style, you can actually change that to surround or something like that. And as you can see, the panel style has changed for the quick settings, so you can choose and customize whichever panel you want from right here from the quick setting panel tone settings. We have the label text and the other customization you can notice from here. We have the data usage and the clear all button. Let me go back. We have the sound settings right here, and in here we have the pulse. We have the navbar pulse, lock screen pulse, ambient pulse, etc. and much more pulse settings. We have the volume steps as well. Then we have the screenshot sound, adaptive playback, then the volume panel on the left side and the volume panel timeout, both are there. Then we get the status bar settings, and also here we'll get this animation, looks beautiful. We have the status bar icons, and these are the icons that you can customize and turn on or turn off. Let me go back. We have the clock styles as well, and the clock and date style, you can actually change it, and you can have this background chip as I have done it. So it looks beautiful. We have the clock font size as well. Let me go back. We have the network traffic monitor, and we have the data disabled indicator, 4G icon, Bluetooth battery stats, Wi-Fi standards, and it does actually show up as you can see. we have the mic camera privacy kind of things, and we have the location privacy indicator. Then the colored icons show notification icon, logo. Then the battery style, you can actually have plethora of battery styles, but I have been using with the landscape iOS 16. Looks nice to me. Let me go back. We have the battery percentage. We have the battery percentage when charging. The battery bar is there as well. The double tap to sleep. Brightness control by sliding a finger on the status bar is there. The quick pull down is there. Then we have the top padding, left padding, right padding. So even if you're using a tempered glass with black border, you can just customize the top padding and stuff if you want to, just like this, as you can see. So this is a really nice feature to have. This top padding and stuff, really nice feature, I have to say. Then in the user interface, we have the settings homepage widgets will look like this. And with this, it actually gives you a lot unique kind of look to the settings panel, I would say. And we have the ambient display kind of settings. We have the music ticker, edge lighting options, and there is the additional settings as well. Let me go back. We have the charging animation, the full screen apps, and the screen off animation is there as well. Advanced settings are there for the Monet theme engine. We have the theme styles. These are the options for that. We have the color source as well, and the luminance and the chroma factor and the tint background options. In the UI style, we will get these kind of UI styles. Let me go back. We have the navbar styles as well, and these are the font styles which are present. Of course, the nothing dot font and stuff are there, including with the OnePlus Slate and stuff. Let me go back. We have the icon packs, and these are the options. Just know this plethora of options are there. Even the Wi-Fi icon styles, the signal icon styles, and the icon shapes, and there is the floating rotate button as well. So the customizations of this ROM is huge. In my opinion, if you want to try this Project Matrix ROM just because of the customizations, you definitely can, because this ROM is literally a king in terms of customization department. Some of the bummers are that we are getting those force closes and stuff here and there. So only flash it if it's a testing device for you. But for daily driving, I would say just like hold back and hold for some time and just notice if there is a new update, just try that. Maybe that will be able to fix all of these bugs that are there in this ROM. But otherwise, it's a really great ROM and it has huge amount of features. I am definitely loving it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this latest Project Matrix ROM based on Android 14 on the Redmi Note 10 Pro. I feel this is a really nice option. Please share this video with your friends if you feel so. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. This is Tito from KTN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.